lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbertine. Not Barbertine's heart.
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. But let's talk about it. Okay, what's going on down there to the general hospital? Josslyn took out Cyrus and Brennan helped her clean it up. And basically he was like, listen, you can either let the police handle it or let me handle it. He handles it, he cleans it up, and then leaves little bits of, Jason's hair around to incriminate Jason. Now, Jason, we all know, didn't take out Cyrus. We know it was Josslyn. And Jason was at the cemetery and also with Drew. If y'all would just check his phone records, y'all could know, and check the mileage on, was it his bike or his car, then y'all would know where he was. Because he gets brought down to the police station for questioning, and it gets taken off the case. A new ADA is put on there, and she's hell-bent on seeing him go away. Just like, girl, you're giving very much Claire Walsh. Calm down. Calm down. Pipe down, Miss Girl. So, Jason was like, I was with Drew. And Drew sits up there and lies and swears, signs a statement that says he was telling the truth that, Jason wasn't with him. And it's just like, so that's adding another nail to your coffin when it comes to you being a congressman, because you just lied to the police. You just lied to them. And Willow's old stupid ass, he's like, oh my God, you're such a great man and everything, like, just falling all over him. Is like, that's what got you wet. That's what got your coochie wet. That he said up here and lied. And now you want to move in with him at the Donna Day house. You are a dummy. So dumb. And Carly Gately, what is wrong with you? This is what annoys me. She's faced no consequences for what has happened whatsoever. And I don't know if y'all are playing the long game and then, like, the consequences will be when Michael gets back. But I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. Jason is thought to have, taken out Cyrus, but we know he didn't. Brennan is like basically telling Josslyn, you want to work for the WSB? Let you become a WSB agent. He wants her to become a WSB agent. And it's just like, so when Carly finds this out, she's going to be very much pissed off. She's going to feel some type of way, because not only are you trying to take out her best friend and basically use this as leverage to get him to work for you, but you're also using her daughter. And y'all just agreed to go slow. And you over here threatening Sidwell. If he goes after Carly, you're going to finish the job that started in Africa. And it's just like, he don't give what old Brennan used to give. Give old Brennan whatever he wants. I don't want actors to be out of work. But come on now, old Brennan used to give energy. But Chad is looking like Josslyn is about to become a WSB agent. This would be a good time to bring back her uncle or her dad. That's all I'm saying. Brooklyn tells Lois that Chase knows about, the baby she had when she was a teenager, but does not know that Dante is the father, because also Dante doesn't even know that him and Brooklyn have a son together. And I don't even think Brooklyn and him have a son together. I think Cody is daddy, in my opinion. And, at some point in time, Chase is like, I want Finn to be our sperm donor. Which is just like, what? There's all types of just no. Okay, not only is Brooklyn blindsided, it also makes no sense. And we all know that somehow, some way, he's going to want to be involved, and that baby would want to be involved, Violet would want to be involved in the baby's life. So either they move back to Port Charles, or y'all got to move up there where they at, and it's not going to happen. So calm down. They decide against it. Tracy is sent to cease and desist. She wants Drew to stop using the Quartermain name, and Martin is working for Drew, which is so dumb. It's so dumb. But Martin is working for Drew, and it's just like, if you don't drop the cease and desist, we're gonna start some issues with the property line for the Quartermain home. And it's just like, even if y'all start issues with the property line for the Quartermain home, guaranteed, either, I bet you it has something to do with the cottage. I definitely think it has something to do with the cottage. And I think it's going to be like, oh, this is a big issue. And now possibly Jason and Drew are going to be fighting over Susan Moore's cottage. But seeing as how Jason, on his birth certificate, Susan Moore is listed as a mother and not on Drew's, then I don't particularly care. And then Drew had this whole goddamn issue, because that was his whole big thing. What would have happened if Susan would have brought me back to Port Charles and not you? You would have lived the same life as Jason. You still would have been the golden child. AJ still would have had a problem with you. You still would have been in a car accident, and you still would have chosen to be Sonny's ride or die and Carly's ride or die for all these years. You still would have lived the same life. It does not matter if she would have. And first of all, Susan didn't actually bring Jason back. Susan didn't just choose which twin she wanted to bring back. Susan didn't even know she had twins. Heather knew about the twins, and Heather gave you away. So if you want to have beef with somebody, have beef with Heather. You are on the very same line as Rick. Jason didn't even get to live with Susan for that long. Jason was a baby when Susan died. And then he was used as a bargaining chip between Alan, Monica, Heather, and Scott. It's like, oh, Drew gets on my damn nerves. I thought, like, listen, I'm pretty sure this is Shiloh. I'm going with this is Shiloh because he's absolutely doing too much. Sonny is trying to live his best life and he's trying to get all this stress off of him, but it's not helping because Christina is still pissed off at Ava and everything that happened. So now every time they pop up around each other, everybody's having arguments, and Rick seems to just hate. I'm gonna just be honest. People are like, oh, the reason why Rick doesn't like Christina is because, Alexis chooses Christina over Molly. No, Rick never liked Sam nor Christina. And this goes back to when he deliberately married Alexis to raise Christina to get back at Sonny. He's never liked any of Alexis's other children. He's never going to like any of Alexis's other children. He has a hate and a disdain for them. And he allows his feelings towards Sonny and their mother, giving him to his father to dictate how he treats other people. And it's just like, one more time for the people in the back and the front. It's not like Sonny had a better life than you. Your mother and Sonny were getting beat up by her husband. Her husband beat her to death. Her husband convinced everybody in their neighborhood that Sonny was the one putting hands on his mother. And he locked Sonny in a closet, which is why Sonny has claustrophobia to this day. And possibly added to a slew of other, a slew of Sonny's other problems. Sonny didn't have a much better life than you did. Would you have wanted that life? Probably not. You would have tried to blame Sonny for that too. But Rick and Ava are sleeping together at this point. Molly is, on the slippery slope of, being put with Cody. Cody has thus apologized to Sasha, but the Quartermains are doing absolutely too much for Sasha at this point. So, Olivia and Carly come up with this plan to offer Sasha a job working as their chef at the hotel, and then giving her a hotel room comp so she can stay until she gets on her feet and finds her a place to stay, which I feel like is the best thing because Sasha wouldn't take Jason's money. She was like, I don't want your money. I like to be in control of the situation. If it's charity, somebody could take it back or they could use it against you. And you seem like a person who likes to be in control all the time. So absolutely not. I'm not going to take this money. So it's just like so much going on. Things aren't as clear and as simple as we want them to be. Sasha ran down all of Sidwell's, past indiscretions like kidnapping her and placing her in a room with a bomb and doing it in front of Carly and all that in front of the women of deception because Lucy is so thirsty to get the material they need for their anti-wrinkle cream, which Sidwell has access to, and Sidwell's money. And Natalia is just going along with it, and it's just like Maxie's like, I don't like this. I don't like this whatsoever. And it's just like Lucy isn't hearing any of this, and Lucy does not care. Sonny tells Jason after Jason gets out of jail because they have no evidence that he did anything, that Drew and Sidwell are working together to take over the pier, and they want to put the pier in eminent domain to make sure it does not happen. And when I say they, I mean Laura, Anna, and Jordan, to try to, combat some of the stuff that Drew is trying to do, because what you're trying to do is stupid. Sidwell is way more dangerous than Sonny could ever be. This man likes bombing people for fun. What are you doing? But he is so adamant on destroying everything around him because he feels like people have mistreated him his whole life. And it's just like, none of these people had anything to do with how you were treated. None of these people had actually anything to do with what was done to you when you were in the war with Shiloh. But I got a feeling like this is Shiloh. Because Drew before wasn't adamant on getting back at Sonny or Jason. He felt some type of way about them, but he wouldn't do this. I think this is Shiloh. And I think he's figured out how to manipulate Willow into his web. Because for some reason, past Drew wouldn't have thought about this, but Drew after prison was really honed in on Willow, and he was willing to go along with whatever Nina wanted him to do to just talk to her and do all that stuff. It's weird. He set his sights on Willow after prison. I'm thinking this is Shiloh. What that boy name is Kai. Kai checked his friend Quinn about talking crazy to Trina and basically tell him, I don't need you to speak to Trina on my behalf ever again. Don't say nothing to her. Don't think about her. Don't talk to her. Nothing. And I was like, that's a man's man right there. And him and Trina kissed. So I was like, oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lucky is awake. He's doing better. Dante told, the Davis, Corinthos, Lansing girls about what happened to Sam and why it happened. So obviously we got that kind of wrapped up. But I want to see Alexis go full Natasha, go full Cassadine. Let these hoes know to stop playing with you, that you're not the one or the motherfucking two. Okay, get them together at some point. And finally, it has happened to me. Trying to remember everything that has happened. Como se dice? Where am I going with this? Let me think. I'm thinking. Ooh, I'm thinking, and I just watched all of this stuff and tried to condense it down in the smallest video. Talked about Josslyn, talked about Brandon, talked about Sasha, talked about Jason, talked about Drew, talked about Willow's so stupid ass, talked about Carly. Oh, Sunny has to get a house. And Sunny is like, I have to make a call that I don't want to make a call. I don't want to make this call, but I need to get a house because its hotel is not right for Donna and Avery to live in. So now he has to make a call. Is he making a call to Lucy? Who's he making a call to? He has to buy property. I wonder where he's going to buy this new property. It's not Greystone because that's Carly's. It's not going to be the penthouse anymore. So what's open? It's not the brownstone. So I wonder if he's gonna buy a house in the Quartermain neighborhood. I wonder if that's gonna happen. That would be fun. Maybe he buys the cottage. Maybe he does that. But if I missed anything, y'all let me know. I tried to condense it all in this small amount and what I remembered and everything. Because these episodes were messy as hell, and Drew's on our last nerve, and I'm still going to tell y'all that this is Shiloh. Lucy's thirsty to get Sidwell's money and to be in his good graces, and you don't realize that he don't have eyes for you. He has eyes for Natalia. Rick and Ava are playing a very dangerous game, and Rick is definitely playing a dangerous game, because what is going to happen when Molly finds out that you're sleeping with Ava? Like, not to disregard baby Natasha's death, because I didn't like either name that either one of her mothers picked out. But Ava has also done very just like nasty and disgusting things to, other members of the family. What happens when she finds out that you were sleeping with Ava? What then? And then what's going to happen to Brennan when Carly figures out this whole Josslyn WSB thing? That's going to be messy. But we're going to see what happens. And if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. And if you didn't, still like, comment, subscribe, to your post notifications on the streaming with your people. And I hope you enjoyed all of this. And we're starting out a brand new week, starting off a brand new day with all new General Hospital, aka Dem Soaps. Okay? Get into it. And with that being said, I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.